Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes, or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
The recording has started.
Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Marvel Tales. Boom. Alright, anyway, I am Phil. Joining me, as always, oh Lord, the other in-betweener, it is
Justin the Owl, getting ready for another cosmic adventure with Phil.
And I've worked with One World Hellfire enough to know. Don't ask what he's in between of. Alright. This time, yes, we're covering Silver Surfer 15 through 18 from, the late 80s, early 90s series. With special guests, Reed and Sue Richards. Boy, for people who have taken a sabbatical from superheroing, they sure did a lot.
I know, they're busy.
This cosmic adventure we'll get to, they were with the Avengers for like 4 or 5 issues. Yeah.
They cannot catch a vacation at all.
Although, I mean,
especially... And this was the debut of Ron Lim.
Yes, I'd forgot about that. Yeah, this is when Ron Lim started.
Very long tenure began here.
Yeah, because he did years on this book. Because I mean, he was like in Infinity War. He was still here.
And after that, even
up into into the 70s, 80s. Oh, he might.
I think so. Maybe even
close to 100, wasn't he?
Maybe up to 100. Maybe I don't know. I fell off of Silver Surfer a bit after the Infinity stuff. So
I swear I remember in issues in either the 70s or 80s he was still here. So I mean, did a nice long run.
Lots of years.
All right, so should we get into this? Because there's a lot going on in these issues.
There's a lot going on here, definitely.
All right, so Silver Surfer, Volume 3 already, number 15, from September 1988. 3 into Nothing Goes. Writer Steve Englehart, penciler Ron Lim, inker Joe Rubinstein, colorist Tom Vincent, letterer Ken Brzezinski, and editor Craig Anderson. All right. This one's nice. It's either got a brief synopsis or a detailed synopsis. Let's go with the detailed. All right. Heeding Galactus' call for aid, the Silver Surfer goes to visit Reed and Susan Richards to ask for their help in saving Galactus. Reed, you want to help save Galactus again?
Again? He's like, oh, do I really have to?
More billions of lives on my tab. Okay. The Richards agree to come to his aid and decide to bring their son Franklin along for the ride. What could go wrong? Upon arriving at Galactus' ship, they find that the World Devourer is dying due to his consumption of the immortal elders of the universe, and only the soul gems can save Galactus. Worst case of indigestion ever.
Yeah. Who told him he could eat that?
Oh, jeez. The soul gems were sucked into a black hole during Galactus' battle against the Elders, and the 3 heroes are charged with retrieving them. The Silver Surfer will navigate through the black hole, but Susan Richards' force field powers are key, because directly touching the soul gems will run the risk of losing your soul to them. With their mission set, they leave Franklin in the care of Nova. That's Frankie Ray, kids, not Richard Rider.
Yes.
Richard Rider. And take a ship straight into the black hole. On the other side, they find themselves in a strange and bizarre reality, the magic realm, with a C and a K, kids. They track the soul gem's energy signatures to a planetoid where they are attacked by the Possessor and a bunch of creatures who worship him, the Senalians. The heroes make short work of these attackers. The Possessor explains that after the Elder's arrival in this reality, he soon caught the attention of the Senalians for having tales from another world. He decided to stay while the trader and astronomer are left to find the other soul gems. Before they leave, Reed notices that Susan is acting crueler and crueler the longer they spend in this realm, and he begins to wonder if her malice persona is resurfacing. They track down. We'll get to that. They track down the astronomer and trader, who now possess all the soul gems. The trader is wearing bio armor, which keeps the gems in a force field that can only be shut off if he is killed, which will never happen as long as he is immortal. The three heroes fight the two elders anyway, and during the fight, Reed is knocked out. Susan then uses her powers to make the astronomer's limbs disappear, which forces them to stop their attack. Sue then appeals to the trader's obsession, trading, to make a bargain for the soul gems. The trader agrees, and she reveals a ray gun, which she had made invisible, and blasts the surfer point blank in the face, incapacitating him. She then proclaims to the trader that she is no longer Susan Richards, but Malice. I don't know if I'm buying it. She's fully clothed.
Right? Yeah, there's not enough spikes for this to be Malice yet. But I suppose indeed she is quite truly Malice.
Yeah.
Because that part at the end where she blasted the surfer in the face, like the first time I read that, I was like, oh, wow.
Like, oh, I guess his suspicions were correct.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's, the suspicions were true. Hold on, I'm looking for a drop. You know what drop I'm looking for, right?
Oh, yes.
Not in the face!
Yeah, I was waiting for it, yeah.
Oh, her damn 20 million drop.
The only sack I want to be hit in the face with!
The money sack, kids. I should take a picture and send you her 2 pages of drops, and you'll see why I have trouble finding them, because there's so many. Like it cuts off the title. I was just like, oh, I kind of have to try to remember where they're at.
You do some color coding.
Oh, good lord! Yeah, I mean, I only have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 or 9 colors I can use, and yeah,
all the dick ones have them be eggplant purple.
That would be most of them. I guess I shouldn't say that. Nah, I mean,
I'm going to the hole on principle.
Yeah.
Put it here.
Like this would be eggplant.
Power of the penis.
Yeah. And the sentient tongue one doesn't count.
What?
The sentient tongue one doesn't count.
Oh yeah.
Is that a sentient tongue? It's a giant-sized man thing.
That might. That's true. They don't all penis drops.
Your mother's a whore!
That's true, yes.
I mean, that's implied that your mother takes a lot of penis, but no, it's on its surface, it's on a penis drop.
Yes.
All right, so what you think of this first issue, Justin?
I love this. I love that this was Ron Lim's first.
Yes.
I had forgotten actually that this was his first issue, because I had fallen off back then in the 80s. I had fallen off in and out of reading the Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I was kind of in and out on the Surfer too.
So when I had come back to it, Ron Lim had been on the title for a little bit, for a few issues, and I had missed this whole story. So I went back a few years later and got these issues that I was missing and thoroughly loved it. But yeah, just the fact that they're going into the black hole and stuff, and this was a realm that we hadn't seen much of since the Steve Englehart Doctor Strange stories in the 70s. So I loved that we were going back to that too.
Oh yeah,
and another story with the Elders of the Universe. I'm probably one of the few people that actually thought the concept of the Elders of the Universe was cool.
No, a lot of us like the Elders. Oh, I remember Charlie was a big fan of the Elders. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe in recent years they've gone through a reappraisal, but I know for a while that they were hugely unpopular, and that's why they appeared so seldomly.
Well, yeah, I think that some of them appearing in the MCU, probably didn't help their image, but yeah,
right, yeah,
because it didn't seem as powerful.
Right, yeah, they just seemed kind of like regular dudes, yeah. But yeah, I thought the concept of the Elders of the Universe was really cool, and whenever they showed up, I thought it was a neat event.
Yeah, and again, Ron Lim art great. I mean, no problem with Sue Richards' hair this time, unlike last episode.
Right. Yeah. That's right. With the Walt Simonson, the Karen haircut for Sue. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, man. The surfer shows up to their house, man. She got that long hair. She's wearing a tennis outfit. Oh man.
Yes. And I still laugh at their wisdom at bringing Franklin with them into outer space, into a black hole. They're like, oh yeah, Galactus is dying, and there's all this stuff going on, and we need Reed's help. Should we leave Franklin behind? Nah, we'll bring him. He'll be fine.
A babysitter would be more sensible, but I know you can take care of yourself. We worked hard on that.
Yeah.
I love Sue. It's not like we're rejoining the Fantastic Four. Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, that would be horrible. At least you'd have reinforcements there.
Yeah. Your whole family would be there instead of just two of you. Yeah, what a situation that would be.
Exactly.
So funny.
Yes, they race off and find Galactus. Like I said, it looks like he's laying on the floor of his ship with a bad case of the cramps.
Yeah, major indigestion. I laughed at that too. I was like, what was he thinking trying to eat the Elders of the Universe?
I guess he thought he could break them down, but yeah, they're so immortal. They're not dying in there.
Yeah. I thought, God, Galactus is smarter than that. Like, that couldn't have been in the wheelhouse of his logic to try and attempt that.
Mm-hmm.
But,
and again, I mean, and once again, we're trying to save Galactus because I guess, yes, he is a big part of it. He's a big part of the universal tapestry, so he's part of the food chain.
Right.
But yeah, when they go into the black hole, like there's two pages there with no text, like just beautiful Ron Lim art. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. So good. And that full page spread.
And then when they get there,
yeah. Everything's all chaos and crazy. So good.
So yes, I love when Silver Surfer's thinking about Mantis, and then you get that editor's note. What a shame he doesn't know what's happening in West Coast Avengers.
Yes. Also written by Steve Englehart.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Oh yeah, I love it. There's so many editor's notes in here, especially when Sue's talking about when they first went up into space and got their powers.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four #1.
There's a ton of editor's notes all through this.
Yes, I love it. See, kids, back in the day, that's how we knew which back issues to go hunt for. They gave us editor's notes. Be like, this is when this happened. Yes. I'm surprised they dropped that. I mean, I guess they think, I don't know, maybe it doesn't look good with the modern style, but I'm just like, that's more incentive for people to either go buy back issues or go get the app or something.
The Epic collections.
Yes, or Epic collections.
Or get the app or exactly. Yeah. Yeah, there was an editor's note about a Fantastic Four 280 and 281.
With Malice,
Malice from the Hate Monger, and that was a John Byrne story.
Or if you got a ton of references, just put a page in the back that says, well, this happened in this issue.
Yes.
If you want to read this, you can also pick up, Epic Collection Volume 2 or something. Yeah,
right.
Something like that.
It could be like a half-page appendix of sorts.
Exactly.
With little notes on it that say, check out this issue, check out this Epic Collection, check out this on the app. Yeah, totally. I could see that. I could see that working really well.
But that's so funny when they find the possessor and the creatures attack them, and Sue basically just bottles them up with a force field.
Yeah. And Reed's like, you're squashing that contingent over there. You might want to rein in your force field a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they call that one dude, they call him the Tailer, because he tells tales.
Taler.
The Tailer. Yeah, I love that.
And again, modern comics, man, you don't get that amount of text in modern comics.
That's a lot of story. There's a lot of story in this issue. There's
a
huge amount of setup that takes place here.
And then they find the other two elders, and like I said, that battle ensues, and they take out Reed, and then Sue makes that deal and blasts Silver Surfer in the face.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise.
Says, haha, it's me and Malice.
I wasn't expecting to see Malice show up again so quickly after the last story.
Yeah, I had thoughts on that. We'll get to that like towards the end, but I kind of have thoughts where it's kind of just like, oh yeah, she kind of did. I know they're saying it's this universe affecting her and Reed, but it's just like, she kind of disappears pretty quick. Like, oh yeah, I'm sure she's not just lingering in there anymore or nothing.
Yeah,
anymore.
Yeah, and then she comes back.
Oh,
in
that's
a
something
big way.
else. Oh, that's something else we could talk to Mr. Tom DeFalco about.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Stay tuned for July, kids.
Yes.
Because
Fantastic Four.
I'm pretty sure Lilith is joining in, but Justin has already confirmed. Will has already confirmed.
Nice.
So, yes.
Fantastic. I love it.
All right. Is there anything else on this one, or should we get to the next one?
No, we can move to the next one. Yeah.
And all the covers on these are great.
Oh, they are. Yeah, I love this.
All right. Silver Surfer, Volume 3, number 16, from October 1988. Malice, a forethought, F-O-U-R.
Nice. I see what you did there, Steve Englehart.
Exactly. Yeah, Englehart, Ron Lim, Joe Rubinstein. Yeah, I think it's the same team again. All right, so the Invisible Woman has lapsed back into her Malice persona and has obtained the Soul Gems. She intends to use them for her own gain and to let Galactus die. Meanwhile, the Silver Surfer has been tied to the traitor's body case, making him his slave. However, the Surfer refuses to do their bidding. Reed Richards suggests to them that while they may be immortal in their home universe, the laws of the magic realm are different, and here they can be killed. Reed also tells them that without their help, the Elders would be trapped here. He promises that if they let the Surfer go, they will help them return to their home dimension after Reed rescues his wife. The astronomer agrees, and the Surfer is set free. On the trail of Sue, Reed explains that her sudden chaotic behavior and Reed's excessively logical mindset is due to the nature of the reality that they are in, and the Silver Surfer suggests that perhaps everything here is bound by the entities Master Order and Lord Chaos. Reed and Surfer track down Sue at the mouth of the black hole, and they board her ship. There they battle Sue to try and gain control of the Soul Gems. However, they are distracted from their fight when a ship containing the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom fly past them. I remember that. During this moment of distraction, the Soul Gems touch Reed and takes possession of his body. The entity within the Soul Gem then takes over Reed's body and intends to take both Sue and the Silver Surfer's souls, starting with the Surfer. However, the Surfer resists this attempt and they battle. Frustrated with the challenge that the Surfer is presenting, he then takes Sue's soul instead. As their battle continues, they enter the black hole. The entity inside Reed then leaves his body and reveals himself as the In-Betweener. He declares that all these events are going according to his machinations. All right, thoughts?
Love this one.
Yes, and I remember that Fantastic Four scene. It's Fantastic
Me too.
Four 319. Yeah. Because I read that one
because
first before I ever read
I was
this.
collecting that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was regularly reading that one. But
Yeah.
like I said, I had fallen out with the Silver Surfer. So when that little panel happened, I was like, oh, I wonder what's going on over there.
Yes. I remember seeing that. I'm like, oh, I got to know what's happening on that. I love it. Yeah, the Fantastic Four issue. Doom's like, oh, whatever they're doing can't be as important as what we're doing.
Yes. Well, they were going to do
The Beyonder, yeah.
the Beyonders realm in that Fantastic Four story. So there's something equally epic going on over there.
Yes, because surprisingly, yeah, Doom wanted to steal some power. When's that happen?
I think, yeah, Steve Englehart was writing that too. So he was writing
West Coast Avengers,
West Coast,
Silver Surfer.
Fantastic Four, and Silver Surfer at the same time. Oh my god!
I mean, that's a creative way to promote both your books, because they did the West Coast Avengers editor's note, and of course it's like, oh hey, look, the Fantastic Four are up to some shit. Yeah, go check out their book. Although I don't think we got an editor's note on this end. In the Fantastic Four book, you do get an editor's note. See Silver Surfer 16, but I don't think they said. I don't think it said to go see Fantastic Four 319.
Oh, it didn't have one on there,
unless they took it out of the reprint. But yeah, on the app it doesn't say it.
Yeah, they might. Yeah. Yeah.
Could you imagine if they left that out? Englehart's just like, son of a bitch.
Yeah. Now, I will say in this issue, there's a lot of extra dialogue.
Oh yeah.
This issue does feel a little padded to me. Like there was like 3 or 4 pages of dialogue that I felt like could have been trimmed down.
I don't know. Again, great writing by Englehart, but it almost seems like he's like having the characters explain everything. It's basically like, yes, I am possessed.
Yeah. There was a lot. Yeah, there were a lot of overly long explanations of things that happened, and I felt like the more interesting stuff was the whole stuff with Sue that happened towards at the end. possessed by malice, and utilizing the soul gems. And that whole sequence I thought was a lot more interesting. And the whole possession of Reed as well by the soul gem. I felt like that was a lot more interesting by comparison than the really long dialogue towards the beginning of the issue.
Yes. Oh, but yes, West Coast Avengers Annual 2 and Avengers Annual 16 is when the Grandmaster freed the Elders from the Spectre of Death. Yes.
Yes. That's one of my favorites, that little two-part story.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, another great one. Of course, Ron Lim. Great art.
More great artwork from Ron Lim. I was trying to remember the last time that I had seen the In-Betweener before this.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what story I saw him in, but it seems like a lot of the stories I see him in, he's basically just like standing around. Yeah, so I think this is one of the stories I've read that he's done the most. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He takes an active role in what's going on.
The Silver Surfer. I can't touch my board.
Uh-oh.
But yeah, the in-between. Oh, yeah. And again, when the Silver Surfer lights that up, and they try to blind Malice. Yeah, just that page. Yeah.
That's a great panel. Great page, actually. This whole page.
Just Reed and Sue fighting. But yeah, I love the Fantastic Four go fast.
It's so funny. Yeah, with Ben in his Rocky form.
Oh, yeah, it looks like a pineapple. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Just Ben's like, huh? Yeah, because Reed's trying to knock out Sue. But if you look at the Fantastic Four issue, it don't look like Reed's trying to knock out Sue.
No.
Like he's just piloting the ship. Yeah.
Yeah. You just kind of see them staring out the window. Yeah. It's so funny that Steve Englehart was writing all three of those titles at the same time. I love that.
Oh, and when that soul gem tries to take the Surfer soul, and it's just like, so another one is always trying to get, of course, Mephisto.
Yes. Somebody already tried that.
Oh, that's a what if we got to cover. What is it? It's like what if 20 from the second, from the 90s series. It's like either 22 or 23. It's like what if Silver Surfer couldn't escape? Galactus' barrier basically just ends up joining the Fantastic Four.
Ooh, I haven't read that one.
Oh, yeah, no, we got to cover it. Yeah, because Mephisto shows up and stuff. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Definitely, yeah. I'd love to read that one.
So I'm trying to remember who drew that. Because there's some good... it's not Ron Lim, is it? There's somebody of like that caliber who drew. I swear drew that issue. It's like really good. Hold on. Watch it not be on the app.
Yeah, isn't that right? That there's like a weird number of what ifs that are and aren't on the app.
Yeah, I
remember we were looking at that once, and they skipped around.
Yeah, it's like Volume 2, that 90s series. Well, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so they got the first. Unless they've been building it up, because, it's up.
Maybe they've been adding more.
Oh, here we go. It is on there. Yeah, they might have been. What if the Silver Surfer had not escaped?
Oh.
Yeah.
That does look like Ron Lim art. Wonder who that is.
Check the credits to make sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what? It's basically a Silver Surfer team. Ron Mars writing and Ron Lim penciling.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, let's definitely cover that one at some point.
We got to hit that. Or should I say?
I bet there were a few Silver Surfer what-ifs. We could do a couple of them.
Oh, yeah. I remember we did that Marvel one. Yeah, him and Marvel were duking it out.
Yes.
Or should I say, yes, written by friend of the show, Ron Mars.
This is Ron Mars. You are listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Yeah, I'd love to talk with him again.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Will talked to him, yeah. Another great guy. Again, I'm always happy when, basically the creators we love, our heroes are basically nice people.
Yes, definitely.
But that is cool when the in-betweener basically pops out of Reed.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. Nice surprises at the end of each of these issues, little cliffhanger endings.
Mm-hmm. It's funny. The in-betweener basically looks he's like standing there in a bathrobe. His look is basically
a little
like a bathrobe,
little kimono.
Yeah. No, in between, just chilling.
He's just chilling.
Just chilling between stuff. Just chilling.
In his leisure suit.
All right. Anything else? Or should we get to the next one?
We can move to the next one.
All right.
Resurrection.
Silver Surfer Volume 3, number 17 from November 1988. Yes, Resurrection! Exclamation point! Looks like same team. The Silver Surfer and the In-Betweener battle each other in order to gain possession of the Soul Gems. However, the In-Betweener proves to be too powerful, and it is revealed he's been working in league with the Possessor, Traitor, and Astronomer. With the gems in their possession, they leave the Silver Surfer, Mr. Fantastic, and Invisible Woman stranded in the magic realm to continue their quest to kill Galactus. Returning to their home reality, the Elder races towards Galactus' ship. Witnessing this, Franklin Richards and Nova dispatch Galactus' Punisher robot to try and stop them. However, it proves to be a minor nuisance and is destroyed by the In-Betweener. They then easily defeat Nova, but the In-Betweener realizes that he can't kill Galactus in his home reality. He decides that he will send Galactus back to the magic realm where he can die. The Elders protest this idea because their fellow Elders are still trapped inside Galactus. The In-Betweener then summons Death and forces her to kill the 3 Elders. He then sets Galactus' ship on a course into the black hole so that he can take Galactus' place. Meanwhile, in the magic realm, Reed, Sue, and the Silver Surfer get into contact with Master Order and Lord Chaos, and the 2 entities agree to help them in stopping the In-Betweener. They use their powers to free the Elders of the universe who have been trapped inside Galactus, which brings him back to life. They also find out that Franklin and Nova were hiding inside Galactus. Oh boy, it's crowded in there. Suddenly, Galactus revives himself and declares that the In-Betweener must die. So yeah, lots go.
Lots happening here. I had forgotten about the Punisher, and I actually have that issue of Iron Man that features that thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've got that, and I'd forgotten completely about it until this issue.
Was that Iron Man? I mean, he probably did show up in Iron Man, but I was going to say, did he show up in Galactus' first appearance or no?
Oh, I can't remember. In the old Kirby stuff?
Yeah, like his very first appearance, like when him and the Silver Surfer, I can't remember. Unless that was like a what if I was reading. I know there was like a what if that, where it's like, oh, what if the Avengers had to deal with Galactus his first time instead of the Fantastic Four? And I think the Punisher did show. Yeah, it's Cap's kooky quartet too, pretty much.
That's so funny. Uh-oh. We're going to need a bigger boat.
Let me shoot an arrow at him.
Let me run around him real fast. The Punisher I thought was a great little idea. This super robot that Galactus kind of dispatched to do his bidding and stuff. When he didn't want to, when his heralds were too busy, or when he had a more important task for them, he just dispatched this robot to do the task.
And I love pretty much any time it shows up after Frank Castle's debut. They're like, no, not that one.
Not that one. Yeah. But it just starts, like, wailing on them out in the middle of space.
Basically spinning its arms.
Spinning around. Yeah, like spinning like a top. It's so funny.
I love Franklin at the basically at the window. Nova, I think we're in trouble as those elders come.
We're in trouble.
Shooting out of the black hole.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this editor's note, the Punisher. No relation to the guy with the big guns, though there is a resemblance.
Yes. An uncanny resemblance. And I have to say, too, that artistically and otherwise, I prefer this vision of Death.
Yeah.
I don't like the version of Death that appeared in later incarnations where she looks like a woman and she actually talks.
Almost like the face is in shadow, almost.
Yeah. And she talks, and she actually talks now. No. For me, Death is always this figure with the purple robe, the skeletal face, and that does not ever speak.
That's right. That's how Thanos loves her,
Mm-hmm.
Skeletal face, ready to bone.
It's his dream woman.
Looking like Skeletor's wife. You're welcome, though.
Yeah. It's his dream woman.
Exactly.
Yeah, Thanos loves the skull face. Yeah.
But yeah, I love when the In-Betweener uses her and basically like he's like, yeah, I know. You turn your back on me in contempt, as if any action you take should be of any concern to one such as I. Where I was born, reality is the play of order and chaos, not death and life is here. I am as alien to you as you are to me. He's like, now be gone.
Yeah, talking smack to Death. And then that great panel says, the In-Betweener may not realize that Death will never forget such an heinous transgression.
I know, I'd be like, well, what if she does get the power over me one day? I don't want to be...
Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not somebody that you want to mess with. Yeah, the in-betweener makes a lot of mistakes in this story, I would have to say. And that was one of them.
But yeah, I love how the Surfer and Reed Sue have to get Order and Chaos's attention. Who summons Master Order? Who summons Lord Chaos?
And Ron Lim does draw Master Order to kind of look like Charles Xavier a little bit.
Yes.
I thought to myself, is this what happens? Charles Xavier's final form? He becomes Master Order?
And I guess that's a view of Galactus' stomach.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
That red swirling vortex.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, I love how they're just kind of flailing around in there.
I love how Nova and Franklin were in the Frank were in a Galactus.
Frank, yes.
I'm Frank now.
Yeah, hidden in Galactus's mouth. So weird.
Use his power. So I dreamed we were in the safest place there was. So yes, kids, the safest place in the Marvel Universe is Galactus's large intestine.
It's in his prison purse.
Oh, nice. The elders are in his prison purse.
It's in his prison purse.
Uh,
I don't feel like they went in deep enough. I think the pants come off next.
Yeah.
But that last panel when Galactus. You think pissing off Death was bad? Look at that look on Galactus' face. Yeah, the In-Betweener must die.
Yep. Another mistake made by the In-Betweener was making Galactus that angry.
Usually he's pretty, but he's doesn't even seem like he has some emotions.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very, almost like a robot, very kind of cold and impassive and emotionless, ruled by logic at all times.
Exactly.
Except when you mess with him too much.
All right. Should we get to the last one?
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Silver Surfer Volume 3, number 18 from December 1988. Heavyweights. Oh, yeah. Looks like same team. Oh, 2 editors, Craig Anderson and Sue Flaxman. All right. Galactus, furious over the In-Betweener's attempt on his life, returns from the black hole ready for battle. The 2 cosmic beings are locked in a battle to the death, witnessed by the Silver Surfer, Nova, the Richards family, and the newly restored Elders of the Universe. The Elders question their position on if they should aid Galactus or the In-Betweener and decide to wager their soul gems on the fight. We're like, should we do something? Yeah, let's bet. As the battle rages on, Franklin Richards asks his father about the ultimate nullifier. He had dreamed about it when Nova and he were hiding within Galactus. However, when he suggests to his parents that they use it, they turn down the idea, knowing that the nullifier could also wipe out all existence. Franklin goes to get it anyway. But when Reed and Sue realize it, they stop him before it's too late and scold their son. Meanwhile, the Surfer convinces the Elders of the Universe to aid in pushing both Galactus and the In-Betweener into the black hole. Since the In-Betweener caused the death of their fellow Elders, they comply. Once brought back into the magic realm, the In-Betweener is neutralized by Master Order and Lord Chaos. With the In-Betweener defeated, Master Order and Lord Chaos send everyone back to their home reality. Once back, Nova rejoices that Galactus and the universe have been saved once again. Alright. Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, don't use the ultimate nullifier, Franklin. Whoever uses it, gets nullified, and you can destroy the universe.
Wiped out of existence along with everything else. Yeah. Not something that you want to mess with.
And yes, and Silver Surfer told Nova, we can't help Galactus. Just like Silver Surfer refused Nova's assistance when he was fighting the Skrull Bartak, who was impersonating him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because he did mention a fight, but that might be issue 14, so it might have been the one right before these.
Oh, right. Okay.
So so what do you think? Again,
I love this. Yeah, we get a great battle in this.
Oh yeah, they don't even mess around. That cover is just Galactus versus the In-Betweener.
Yeah. Yep, and they're throwing each other around into planets and asteroids and things. It's wonderful.
Yeah, because it's like, how often do we get a see Galactus in a fist fight?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, that splash pages, yeah.
Yeah, so good.
Oh yeah, you needed to run limb on this.
Yeah. Yeah, he draws these so well. These big, vast, epic fight sequences.
And that's the thing. The In-Betweener's having trouble because the In-Betweener can call, the counter force to anything, but Galactus is like, I have no counterpart.
Yeah.
No anti-Galactus that you can summon against me. Your power over extremes is useless against one who is, and he talks in the logo, Galactus.
Yes. And it's true. He is singularly unique in the universe. There's nobody else like Galactus.
Yeah, because like he even tells him, he's like, yeah, I come from the universe before.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in a realm of gods unknown to anyone but me now.
Yeah. I always thought that was the coolest part of Galactus's origin.
Oh, yeah.
Was that he was the survivor of the previous universe before the Big Bang.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that was so cool.
That would be a cool like future tale of like, when this universe ends, some character we know becomes the Galactus in the next universe.
The next Galactus, yeah.
I think what was that? Was it there was like a few years ago, I forget what was the name of it. Was it Tales in the Marvel Universe? There was something where they kind of like basically recapped all the highlights of the Marvel Universe, but it basically it all came from like the only human being left alive at the end of the universe, who was Franklin Richards, was talking to Galactus.
Oh,
yeah,
it makes sense. It would be Franklin.
Yeah, because I think he even mentioned this. He's like, if I was fully powered up, he's like, I think I could take the what did he say? He could take the In-Betweener or something.
He probably could.
Oh yeah,
like it's been insinuated that Franklin Richards is like the most powerful being.
Oh yeah,
on Earth and probably in the galaxy.
Oh yeah, when he's fully powered, it's pretty much he can basically do whatever he wants.
Yeah.
Franklin Richards is such a BA.
That's right. Get him, Galactus! Yes.
Yes, Frank Richards. Remember? Frank.
Yeah, my name's Frank. I remember this. I remember this area. Yeah, my name's Frank.
Yeah. That didn't last very long.
I'm the toughest 6-year-old you ever come across.
That's right. Get it right, Buster. The name's Frank. Yeah, that didn't last very long. That was like, what, a year?
Something like that. Probably a creative team switched, and they're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. They're like, yeah, no, we're not doing Frank, sorry. Yeah, I loved this. I felt like this was a really satisfying conclusion to the story. And it left things open because the Elders of the Universe were back, and their status quo had kind of been restored, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
So they were back and in full effect, and we've got a great creative team here established for the future stories going forward after this.
And in the story, it makes sense why you bring in Reed and Sue, and because sometimes you just do, they'll do guest stars just to do guest stars. But this made sense.
Totally, absolutely.
Oh, the best is when the funniest moment I swear is when Reed's telling Franklin, no, listen, maybe when you grow up you could use the nullifier, but not right now. And he's just like, "Aw, Dad,
I want to use the ultimate nullifier right now."
Basically, just sneaks out into space.
I love that. Yeah, he goes flying off into space by himself.
And then when they find him, Franklin, you could have destroyed the universe. Hi, Mom. Bitch, you hi, Mom, me, little mister.
Yeah, you're grounded.
But yeah, I love that. Yeah, like you said, I love that Galactus is part of the old universe.
Yeah, so cool. It's such a neat concept.
Boy, Galactus almost looks like he's smiling in that last panel.
I know. Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, that's probably the closest that we've ever seen to him smiling.
Just waiting for the thought bubble. Be like, yeah, that's right, bitch.
I do vividly remember there is one scene in which Galactus laughs. I'll never forget it. It was an issue of ROM Space Knight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody talks trash to him. I can't remember what they say to him, but they say, I think it might even been Rom, but they say it to him with so much bravado and so much balls that he just started laughing. He was like, "Oh wow, I applaud your courage, immortal." Yeah, that's the only time that I remember Galactus laughing. Yeah,
nice.
Although there have probably been others.
Yeah. I remember reading those ROMs not too long ago. Yeah, I remember when Galactus showed up to eat Galador. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what's our takeaways from this story?
Yeah. Well, the In-Betweener does return, I believe, doesn't he, after this?
I think so. Like I said, it's hard to remember because a lot of the stories I read, he seems like he's like wallpaper in the background.
Mm-hmm. Well, I feel like he showed up in the Infinity Gauntlet when Thanos was making trouble with everybody in the universe.
Mm-hmm.
All the universal powers. I feel like he showed up in that.
I remember there was an issue of Quasar during Infinity War where he goes to the dimension of manifestations where basically, where a lot of these abstract entities get bodies.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember if the In-Betweener was in there. There was a lot of them in there because I think Quasar had a guide through this thing, and the guide was basically telling him, he's like, because he sees Galactus, he's like, I thought Galactus was like a real guy, and he's like, oh, sometimes if he's busy, he sends like a manifestation body to do it, to the big meeting.
Emissary. Yeah.
I guess Grunwald basically cleaning up continuity if Galactus was in two places at once.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I love Englehart's another one. You see, I love back in the day, all these guys like kept track of continuity and history because Sue even makes the comment about when they're looking for the Franklin and the Nullifier. She's basically just like, oh yeah, hopefully Galactus laid out his ship the same as before it was destroyed in Secret Wars number 9. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Secret Wars. That was actually my introduction to a lot of the Marvel stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yeah, another important thing to take away from this is just also the return of the Elders of the Universe, how they were returned back to their normal selves after that whole stuff. I always thought that was so strange, once again, how Galactus thought it was a great idea to consume them. Like,
I mean, I guess if you're a planet eater, you pretty much assume you can break down anything, I guess.
I guess, but there's got to be... I mean, if you come from the universe beyond this one, before this one, you've got to understand that there might be some forces that are beyond the reckoning of this universe.
Yeah, I kind of figure he might be elder intolerant, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
I wonder if he just throw him, I can't remember, did he throw him in his mouth? Because with planets, doesn't he has like that machine that kind of breaks everything down into energy.
I can't remember. Honestly.
Unless he did break them down into energy and they're just like, they're the elders so they can like kind of
reconstitute themselves because of their gambit with death. Yeah. I don't know. I'll have to go back and reread that because I had honestly forgotten about that stuff until we reread this.
I know.
It's like, oh yeah, he ate the elders. That's right. Yeah.
Get in my belly, I'm gonna eat you.
Get in my belly, I'm gonna eat you. The champion of the universe. So funny.
Yes. The gardener.
Tastes like chicken.
Oh my.
The other white meat.
Oh my. All right. Anything else on this?
No, I'm glad you picked these. Yeah, it had been years. I can't even remember the last time that I read this story.
Yeah, me either.
I was really happy to revisit it, and I had forgotten that it was Ron Lim's debut on the series, so it is a kind of a landmark story in that regard, because I really think he is my favorite Silver Surfer artist of all time.
I mean, he pretty much set the like visual mold for the Surfer for the 90s.
Totally.
Yeah.
But just the stories, the quality of the stories were always so good, and he always made them look so vibrant and so wonderful and so just so great in every aspect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when I think of the Silver Surfer, like the Ron Lim version is what comes to my mind first and foremost. And, yeah, it's really cool to see his beginning on this series again. Yeah.
I mean, again, they can throw any concept at him and he makes it look great. I mean, think about it. This last issue, Galactus is in a street fight, basically, and it still looks awesome.
Yeah. It was amazing. And he had some Marvel mainstays to draw. Mr. Fantastic and the Invisible Woman.
Oh, yeah.
Some other kind of interesting characters, the Elders of the Universe.
Oh, yeah.
Looking characters, and he made them all look so cool, so good.
I mean, by the time we get to doing those Infinity War crossover issues, basically drawing everybody.
Everyone in the Marvel Universe up to that point. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, there's no book I'd be like, no, don't put Ron Lim on it. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Again,
he can do anything.
He's up there with, like, Jim Lee. Yeah, he's another one of them.
Totally.
Yeah, the big artist of the 90s.
Yeah.
All right. Well, next time we're going to keep it cosmic, but we're going to jump ahead. Yeah. We're going to jump way ahead to the first 4 issues of the Guardians of the Galaxy series from the 1990s. Yes. So, yes, we'll be visiting the, was it the 30th century at that point? Because I think we're always like 1,000 years behind. So, yeah, in the 20th century, it was the 30th century. Now it's the 31st century.
Right.
So, yeah, we're going to cover that. Yes.
Yes, the first 4 issues with Jim Valentino.
Yes.
Yeah, which was an old favorite of mine. I love that series.
Yeah, because I think we've been talking about these at least since on Wondercast when we did that What If issue we drew. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, Jim Valentino did the artwork on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that series. I'm really excited to talk about that again. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Fans Astro, Charlie 27. Yes.
Charlie 27, Starhawk and Alita.
Oh, Starhawk, yes.
Yeah,
Starhawk, who we later learn is the descendant of Quasar, which gave us this drop from Ray. What the F?
That was the origin of that drop. Yeah,
yep.
I love that.
All right, so yes, send us your thoughts on those. More good reading. So email us. CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes and Lunatics, social media, episodes, merchandise. Again, you get the new Capes and Lunatics merchandise with the new logos. And again, if you're feeling extremely generous, yes, Rain ran the money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Treat us like we're either dancing on that pole or in Galactus's belly.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Save us from the bowels of Galactus. And yes, and Rain ran the money on us. And, yes, and of course, the Patreon. Join the Patreon elite like Justin.
Yes, join me in the Patreon elite. You get all the perks, all the good stuff, the bonus episodes, all of the uncensored Lilith Hellfire you could possibly want.
That's all you need.
And access to all the old stuff, like the worst superhero movie brackets from last year.
Yes. All those topless videos videos in the past. That's right.
So much gold.
Those sexy topless videos.
Capes and Lunatics Unhinged.
Oh no! You know how I rebranded Capes and Lunatics Plus. Lilith wants to rebrand again, and yes, I think me and her decided this weekend. Yes, it's yes, kids, come and join us in the Capes and Lunatics Asylum.
Yes, that's perfect.
Yes. So, yes, kids, if you want your own padded room with a straitjacket, yes, find that and more at tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/Capes and Lunatics Podcast Network.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
Although maybe if it's
room with a view.
I was going to say, yeah, if it's the asylum, maybe I just need...
Bubble-a-boo-boo.
All right, now... For the in-betweener himself, Mr. Justin the Owl, because he podcasts here, he podcasts elsewhere. You can hear him here every week on Marvel Tales, talking something new from the Marvel Universe with me. Once a month on X-Men Classics, where we focus on the X-Books. Also once a month on Energon Universe, where we talk all the new Transformers and G.I. Joe content coming from Image. I can hear him at least once a month on We Are the Night,
The Batman Podcast.
Sorry, Ray. Yes, where we can hear him talking as real at least once a month, and sometimes joins us for Catwoman and Killer Moth episodes.
Killer Moth, yeah.
Especially on right now on Just in June.
Yes, just in June, yeah. Good time to be had on We Are the Night.
That's right. So here, me, him, and Lilith mocking Killer Moth. And the entire Batman universe.
With great affection.
That's right. But also, like I said, he's the in-betweener. He podcasts elsewhere. So, Justin, where else can they catch you?
You can also find me on 3 other shows every month. Gamma Charge, the strongest Marvel podcast there is.
Got you trained too.
Yeah. where each month Russell and I discuss the Incredible Hulk and the Sensational She-Hulk. In June, we will have just dropped our new interview with the writer of the Incredible Hulk, Philip Kennedy Johnson, so do check that out. We also have a Patreon, so check that out as well if you're so inclined. Over on our bonus episodes for certain paying tiers, we are doing an exclusive coverage on DC's version of the Hulk called Damage. And also, we're joined every month on Predator and Prey, the Yahucha podcast, by the High Priest of Khonshu himself, Ray. And every month we discuss the new Predator comics coming out from Marvel, as well as the classic ones published by Dark Horse. And last but not least, my solo show, The Lost Library of Legends, is still going strong. In June, I will have wrapped up a 2-part retrospective on a 1994 series from Marvel called Black Wolf.
We're going back to the 90s here, bitch. Double biscuits for me. There'll be some dicks waving around in here. Oh, that's
so
naughty.
many.
Oh, that's
So
naughty.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Oh, yeah, Lilith and I were saying yesterday, because we recorded for Salty and Petty, we recorded a 45th anniversary review of the original Alien movie.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, yeah. We were saying, yes, at some point we need to do a crossover with Predator and P-Ray.
Yes.
Maybe do the Alien and Predator, Alien vs. Predator stuff.
Yes, definitely.
It's
Yeah,
not,
we haven't touched any of that yet.
Yeah, because it's not Batman, Ray.
We were talking about it the other night. I think I might be able to get him to do
the Batman crossover?
Batman versus Predator.
Oh.
Yeah, we might be able to put that on the books at some point in the near
Yes.
future.
Get him drunk,
Yep.
yeah. Get him some wine, some fancy wine.
The Hard Master.
All right. I'll send him some clips of some Sydney Sweeney nude scenes. Yeah, he'll agree to anything. No. Lilith was talking about writing some, spicy adult erotica, and I guess she was like, "Hey Ray, you want to pay for some Tigra? Tigra?
Oh,
Maybe some Tiger meets Hercules stories or something."
oh. Tiger and Hercules.
I said,
I think that needs to happen.
I know. Well, I told her we were all together this morning. I said, well, what about just an orgy with her and the multiple man?
Oh yes.
Go F yourself. I am. All right. By the utter nonsense spewing from my mouth, I see it's time to go, kids. All right. Come back next time for Guardians, the first 4 issues of Guardians of the Galaxy from 1990. Again, you're going to love it. The Marvel Universe of the 30th or 31st century. All right. Come back next time. Remember, keep your jewels to yourself.
Don't eat your elders.
Oh, nice.